Welcome everyone to the Iracing E-Series. We are set to go live from the Monster Mile here in Dover. Who's ready for a great night of racing action? 100 laps set the schedule here tonight. It's going to be a wild one. This is one of the toughest tracks on the schedule to date. Probably the toughest track these guys will face this season. There's a bunch of truck cars in here. However, there is big news coming out of the Iracing E-Series this week. And it is the taking of less cars per field. So after qualifying, I'm going to try my best to explain this. Top 25 qualifiers will make it to the race. 2 provisional spots will be open for anyone in the top 25 in cut points. So there you go. That post-qualifying that are not in all speed. So guys like Joe Burchett, guys like Derek Pemberton, guys like Logan Jones has to qualify inside the top 25 to make it in. So it's going to be fun to see. I don't know how that's going to play out. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I like the idea of what they're trying to do. But we'll see if it pays out. Real fast, thank you. Plan B Sales. Awesome sponsorship to have them on board. We love Plan B Sales here at the Iracing E-Series. Love on ESPN as well. I mean, trust me, if you go over to their website, planbsales.com, you can get yourself all kinds of racing diecasts. Believe me, they got everything from helmets to Sam Bass printed, prints that he painted. I mean, all kinds of stuff, which is very awesome. So check out Plan B Sales. Check out Butt Kicker as well. If you haven't got yourself a Butt Kicker, make sure you try to pick one up. They're an awesome sponsor to have for the Iracing E-Series and for iRacing in general. Makes it feel like you're actually got that feel of the seat, or feel the, what am I thinking of? You got that pants feeling, whatever, when you're actually in the car. Check them out. iRacing iFlag. I don't think there's much we need to say too much about them. They've been plenty of sponsors before with them. And they do a great job making some of their iRacing iFlags one of the coolest things around that you can add on to your sim racing rig. Not only them, I mean, we got more sponsors than that. We got Midwest Motor Customs. Great paint scheme designer. Greg McConaughey does a great job. AC Paints and Designs on Facebook. Check them out. There's just more paints there. As well as Hurricane Media. We appreciate it. You guys can check out all the information, however, on the iracingeast.wixsite.com. And you can find out more information about the series. But these guys, of course, run a Super Speedway series as well. On Friday nights, that's coming to an end here in just a few weeks. We got about 3 races left, I believe, in that. But we'll see. So Zach Bowman was your winner last week at Talladega. It didn't come without controversy, but here he is back in here. He does have to win. I mean, if you go look at some of the winners this season, Kyle Smiley has a few wins. Calvin Allison has a win. Marcus Adams is second on the board right now. Will Klein tops the board. But we'll see how all this plays out. It should be a fun race here as we get set to go here in just a few moments. So here we go, qualifying, get ready to start. This is a pretty big, important qualifying. We got 36 drivers. And remember, we're going to be sending some of them home. We're only taking 27 from what I've been told. And we'll have to wait and see who all makes it in. These guys now have a in-race admin, so that's going to help them out quite a bit. Looking forward to seeing what kind of calls that they make. They got their own race admin now, which is awesome. Nick Kessler taking over the duties of that, and I think that's going to really improve the racing here as well. So qualifying is set to get underway, and qualifying ever so important. You do not want to hit the wall here on qualifying at all. Calvin Allison, and we're going to talk about my keys to the race here in just a moment as we watch Allison work out of pit road. And that is going to be one of my keys to the race. This pit road here, very tricky. Probably the toughest pit road we go to anywhere with the exception of Darlington. I would say that this is probably the toughest pit road, or at least top 2 toughest pit road. So Allison out there on his first lap. Remember, you don't want to hit that wall on your first lap or second lap. You don't want to have an issue here in qualifying, especially at a place like this where they're only taking 25 to 27 drivers. Hopefully it's going to cut down on the yellows as well, which is why they did it as they work out of turn 4. 21 and 944. Good lap there for Allison. Going to currently put him in P1. Not sure if that'll stay or not, but we'll see. Here's Lando Lacey, number 35, 22.049. It's going to be good enough for P3 right now out on track. Let's see. Who else is out there? J.R. Houston. 22.038. That's actually jumping him up to 4th now. Who else? Jared Overstreet, currently 5th. Trey James, newcomer here in the season or series, did a pretty good job. Almost had to race one last week, finishing 2nd. Had to lead until he came out of the final corner. And a 22.127 for Trey James. Good enough for P16. So we'll see if he makes it. I want to say that's probably going to be good enough, but we'll see. Joe Burchett working through turn 3 and 4 this time. Marcus Adams, Kyle Smalley. How about that time? 1/100,000th of a second. Joe Burchett, 22.044. Good enough for P16 as well. Not what he wanted. Nice looking car. Casey Heschel, that 01. Always brings good paint schemes to the track. See what he can do here. Maybe some of these guys might have had trouble on some of their pit stops or some of their things right now. William Rucker right on the bubble. Should make it though because he can get a provisional if he needs to. Will Klein trying to make it in. Don't look like Derek Pemberton's going to make it in. He may have got the wall, and I think Will Klein just did the same. So this is getting interesting for Will Klein in that 48 car. Here's David. Chris as well coming out on the track. See how these guys do. Derek Pemberton is taking a lap, by the way. Thought he was having some trouble, but we'll see what he can do. David getting loose, chasing the car. That's not going to be a good lap. He wrecks it there. That lap not going to be good enough. Derek Pemberton driving a nice paint scheme. I want to give him a shout out. He didn't think he'd actually make the race. I want to shout that paint scheme out. Autism awareness. Chrome autism on the side. It's a really cool paint scheme. Really like it. Currently 31st. He was not a big fan of coming here. He said he's not a big fan of the new rule package because he feels like he races better, and that right there is not going to help him as he will not make the show. Tyrell Baker, the 025 car. DuPont Chevrolet coming to the start-finish line. And that lap definitely not going to be good enough for Baker. We'll see if he's got enough to make it back around. I'm going to be honest, some of these guys are not going to be able to qualify. Will Klein not making it in, not able to qualify. It's going to be close for Baker if he's got enough time. We'll see. 3, 2, 1. Checker flag. He does make it with a 22.456. Still not that great in 30 seconds. So they're going to take care of it. We're not quite sure who all made it in. But it is going to be Marcus Adams, I believe, on top of the board here tonight in qualifying. As the grid takes place, there's your look at it. Waiting on some cars to grid up. Look at third or row 3 or 2. How about Cody Dempster putting in a great lap? Chris Worrell, Mike Caterino, Ryan Worley putting in a good lap. Merrick Watchhorn, Lando Lacey, Trey James in 11th. Keith Smalley, Jared Overstreet, James Lowe. We're only going to go through the 25 cars, so we're not quite sure who's all going to make this in. So, so with that, see if we can talk to Marcus Adams. No, we don't have too much time to do this, but Marcus Adams, Adam Chapman up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah.
Fast in practice. What's it going to take to get it done here tonight?
Not hit the wall and not get involved in someone else's wreck.
You've been looking forward to this race, man. What is the challenging part of this place? Is it just watching your exits? We know pit road can be tough here as well.
Well, I've never entered under green here. I've barely even finished a race here. But just not overdriving the car and burning out your right front.
Well, man, good job on your qualifying. Go see if you can put it in victory lane. Thanks, buddy. We'll move him back up as we get set to roll off here on the grid. Here comes the field, rolling off. There they go. So green flag, get ready to wave here. 100 laps scheduled for tonight's event. I like that 14 paint. Not sure who that is there, but Jared Darling. That's a nice paint. M&M's. So here we go. We're ready to get going here. Let me know in the chat who you're pulling for. As we get set to go. Here from Dover. I've been looking forward to this race, though. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be a fun one. Here they come. Off turn 4. Here's going to be Marcus Adams, Kyle Smalley up on the front row. As the green flag waves, we're racing here from Dover. 100 laps scheduled for tonight's event. Wheel spin could become an issue. As we go live to the Kyle Smalley cam. He wanted me to name this cam after him, so that's what we're going to do. They work off turn 4. That's a great view, though. I'm not going to lie. Marcus Adams able to gap Kyle by about a car length. Battle right now going to be for 4th place. The 6 of Chris Worrell taking a peek underneath the 22 of Cody Dempster, trying to take that spot away. The exit of these corners are going to be so tricky. I'm hearing multiple reports on this. I'm hearing that the car's loose on exit. The car's tight on exit. I've seen a lot of cars get loose, but I'm hearing a lot of people saying they're tight, so I don't really know. Cody Dempster does fall back to P5. Teammates back here, Lando Lacey and Trey James rolling around in 9th and 10th. As they continue to race near each other. Calvin Allison Up on that outside. He's getting passed by the 99 of James Lowe. Keep in mind, no quick repairs here in this series, so guys basically have to bring what you got and hope that you can survive. As Logan Jones and Cody Smith, also the 32. Yes, that's Brent Allen. It's actually the 23, but Allen with a little bit of damage will be able to take over 20th spot. Right up in front of him, it is a mess with Joe Burchett going underneath. Pass to J.R. Houston. Logan Jones doing the same. Houston having a little bit of trouble here. And the number 17 car. Don't worry, we got some live crank it up tonight as well. You guys are going to enjoy that, especially at a place like this. Uh-oh. Somebody hit the wall. It was a 70. Jason Larvey got the wall pretty good. So my keys to the race is going to be survive the chaos. Control what you can control. Don't overthink this place because it will bite you in a hurry, especially on the exit. Also, pit road speed. Does not matter if it's under caution. Does not matter if we have a green flag stop. 35 miles an hour is a deadly combination at a place like this. So you got to keep that in mind. It's Trey James battling James Lowe. Lowe trying to take that spot away. Riding on board. With the 99 cars, he works out of turn 4 down into turn 1. Doing a good job here early on in this race. All these guys are doing a fantastic job right now. James working up out of turn 4. Oh, we're on turn 2. Almost getting the wall. You see him get a little loose. Both cars got a little bit loose there. It's Keith Smalley right behind as well. Sitting in 12. A little bit further back. Jason Papp just riding around. I like what Jason's doing. He just wants to survive. Even though he's got a little bit of damage, we'll have to wait and see if it hurts him. How about the battle for third? Chris Worrell said, don't mind if I do, teammate. I'll take that spot and I'll go run him down as he tries to run down Marcus Adams. Chris Worrell on the move here early in this one. Starting in 5th. Already up 3 spots since the drop of the green flag. And we're only on lap 11 right now. Coming to lap 12. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Chris Worrell taking a peek underneath Marcus Adams for the lead. And Worrell unable to get there just right now anyway. How about the 31, Dipstick Racing versus the Balls Out Racing team? Marcus done a great job qualifying on the pole. He was actually second in final practice. He was not first. But he was pretty much first the entire time. Just unfortunately lost it there at the end. But it does not matter unless you do good at the race. That's the most important thing. Merrick Watchhorn up to 7th. He actually started in 9th place as well, trying to run under his 14 car of Jared Darling up in front of him. He's actually battling Mike Caterino, that is for 5th as well. Landon Lacey back here putting some pressure on Ryan Worley. Ryan, a great cup driver, and actually does aviation. And Ryan just went ahead and let Landon go there. Great little move. How about the battle for the lead? Chris Worrell said, I'll take the lead. Kyle Smiley said, let's go, teammate. I'll take second. Now we're going to try to drive away. Mark Status falls back to 3rd. Not sure if he got a little bit of damage as well. Everything looks good on that Metallica car. Cody Dempster under attack from Caterino here as they work through turns 3 and 4. How about up front with the teammates battling each other? Chris Worrell goes super high. Not sure what happened there. He's going to try not to give up second. Oh, almost contact there between second place, but now Chris Worrell falls back to 3rd. See the cars racing off turn 2. This is a great view that we absolutely love having. Big mover so far here in this one, however, is Joe Burchett. He's up now 6 spots, up to 13th, just getting around Calvin Allison. He's going to be trying to run down Keith Smalley. Chris World dropping back a little bit more. Not sure what's going on with the 6 car. Fighting that car pretty good. He was just in the lead a few laps ago, and here he is dropping back down to 4th. Yeah, about around the world. He's an aviation pilot. You see the Cessna, and then he's got the AB Tech Aviation on the front of his car. Really cool. If he gets a kick out of this, that's crazy to think of, honestly. Looking around the field right now. Everybody kind of spaced out a little bit here. As you see, Brody Smith started 20th. He's now up to P17 as they work down the backstretch here from Dover. Right up in front of him is Jared Overstreet and Logan Jones in the 20 car. 59 with quite a bit of damage on that left or the front end of that car. Not sure where that came from. I seen somebody that had some back end damage. I'm wondering if that's where it came from. My guess would be that it is. One of the things we got to watch out for is wheel spin here onto the restarts. You can already see the track temp has raised up to 96 degrees in this one. Next week, these guys not going to get easier, but it is easier than going to Dover by all means. I think, like I said, I think this is one of the toughest tracks. But next week we get short track racing once again, Martinsville Motor Speedway or Martinsville Speedway. How about Landon Lacey? He's moving up through the field. Landon was looking forward to this race. Trust me, Landon knows how to race Dover. He is really special when it comes to this place. As long as he stays out of trouble, he could be a force to watch out for in this one. Mike Caterino trying to close the gap in on Marcus Adams. You see a little bit of a shade over turn 3 and 4. Could help these cars a little bit. We'll see. Not sure how long that'll stay there, but we'll see. Trey James side by side with the 22 at Dempster. And James takes that spot away, moving him up to 7th behind teammate Landon Lacey. Not quite sure exactly what the fuel load is in this race. I'm going to guess that it's probably pretty low at 65. It is. Joe Burchett and tonight Merrick Watchhorn. Joe in that Jeb Burton paint scheme. And one thing about that paint scheme a lot of people do not know is Joe is actually good friends with Jeb Burton in real life. Jeb's been coming over using Joe's simulator the last few weeks while the NASCAR Saturday Night Thunder has been going on. So Joe's been running that paint scheme for Jeb, so that's pretty cool to see. Casey Heschel in the 01. I still love that paint scheme. I love the chrome paint schemes, especially when it's like that kind of chrome. It's really nice. As he runs back here in 19, trying to move up to the field. Like Jason Papp said over in the comments on Facebook, thank you once again to all our awesome sponsors. Plan B Sales, could not do it without them. The Butt Kicker, Iracing Flag, Midwest Motor Customs, AC Paints, and Hurricane Media. As you see Jared Darling take a pass, moving him up to third. Doing a great job here right now as we continue to stay green. And this is something that I don't want to jinx it by any means by putting a commentator curse on it, but we do have a history of doing so. As you see Dempster getting into the wall. But this is something a lot of people didn't expect. I don't think not many people expected a green flag run. I know I didn't. As Brent Allen, seen him on pit road, he actually came down and shut it off. As you look high above Dover Speedway, that's a great view, by the way. I just want to point that out. That is a fantastic view. If we get back to the racing action. Keith Smalley here, putting some pressure, trying to close the gap on Cody Dempster. Dempster's falling back here since the drop of the green flag. And not only that, Dempster, not far from Burchett, who had a run-in last night in another league race. Don't know if that's going to carry over here, but apparently Dempster getting in the back of Burchett did not make him very happy last night. Oh, Dempster loses hard into the wall. And pulls it off to the bottom of the racing surface. And Cody Dempster not going to come to an end as the yellow flag comes out. And that was the reason why. No, another wreck happened here on the backstretch. Keith Smalley. See what happened here. Into the wall. And there's your caution. Hard contact there for the two. So, this brings us ready for pit stop number 1. How about that run? Early on, 38 lap run at Dover, not bad, but now the fun begins as pit lane going to be open. Very, very tricky pit lane here. Zach Bowerman going to stay out to get the lucky dog. As you see Kyle working down pit lane. Keith Smalley staying out as well. He's going to get that lap led, I believe. He will. So even with the damage, at least he's able to get a bonus point by leading the lap. Gotta be careful here on. Oh, 31. Mark Adams having trouble on pit road. Down the way, let's see how much time Marcus was losing. He came in 4th place. Going to come out in 5th, I believe, after everything's said and done. So there you go. I agree, Jason. I think, I'm not going to lie, I questioned it. Like I always question everything else. It was interesting, though. I was like, I don't know how this is really going to work, but honestly, it's worked out really nice. To be completely honest and fair with you, it's, you know, it's done what you wanted it to do. And it has created better racing, honestly. At least so far. So, yeah, good job. Kudos to that. Awesome to see something actually work here and there every once in a while. Good to see that happen. Before I forget, let me put our main sponsor logo down at the bottom. There we go. So, with that said, it is time to do one thing, guys, and one thing only. And it's time to turn it up here at Dover. It's going to get loud. Once again, if you got kids beside you that you might have your TV or something playing, I would probably suggest not having them near you. We got a bunch of teams. We're going to go into the Overtake channel, the Balls Out Racing channel. We're going to go to the McConaughey Motorsports, Suit Life Motorsports. We got a bunch of channels we're going to go into and see how it all goes down. I think we're set to double up here. As a 32, we're going to stay out. Or the 23, sorry, Brent Allen going to stay out and get a wave around. As we get set. Watch for wheel spin. That could become an issue. Once again, we're going to do Turn It Up here on ESBN on this Monday night from Dover International Speedway. Monster Mile. Miles the Monster ready to get loud. We are too. And it's going to be very loud as we get set to go. Keep in mind, we cannot help what the drivers say. This is uncut and basically unfiltered, so you never know what you're going to get. So here we go. I'll shut up now and we can crank it up.
I forgot he said we all go on ring. I was about to guess.
Yeah.
Come on, outside line.
Yes! Oh shit, the inside line ain't going nowhere now. Son of a bitch.
I got checked up because the 8 jumped down to the
Oh
bottom.
shit. I got a little
You
tight there.
spin me, boy, I will kill you in your sleep.
Dang it! Oh, I was just right there. There was nowhere for this car to go. There was nowhere for this car to go. Of course.
Back from Crank It Up. Caution coming back out here. I see James Lowe, I believe. And a bunch of other cars was also involved. You can see the wreck happening up front. Man, a bunch of cars involved in this, but we got people flipping over. All that good stuff. I don't know exactly. I believe it was James, not James Lowe. It was, I think it was 99. Was it James Lowe? No, it was not James Lowe. It was a yellow car. I'm trying to find it. Oh, it was a 62 of Trey James. And Marcus Adams. Oh, off the corner. Trey James. Down on teammate Joe Burchett. And welcome to Dover. And who was that? Ryan Worley. He went for a wild ride. I don't know if anybody actually made it through this, to be honest. High above it, a blimp cam. We can see what happened. Off the corner. I'm trying to see if anybody actually made it through it. No, everybody else just stops. Probably the smart thing to do. Man, there was a lot of cars involved in that one. Much needed time on pit road going to be spent for a lot of these guys. Up front, it is still Kyle Smalley, Mike Catarino, Landon Lacey. We'll take a break and come right back after this.
Are you kidding me?
Got it!
Nope. You're back on board with Norris, looking forward. Cesar and Gebelana defends as they head up towards Abbey. He finds the really wet part of the road as well, but Norris will try the outside line, and he's done it. Fantastic.
Did you see how I avoided that crash? Did you see the skills? Did you see the momentum? The momentum, the skills, the speed, the speed!
Yes! Come on! Woohoo! Grande!
Alright, there's the checkered flag.
Welcome back here to the Monster Mile. We are ready to get back going, and the field has, well, it's got a lot smaller with some of these guys not being able to make it through that big wreck. Half the field was involved, just a little FYI. But up front, it is Kyle Smalley, Matt Canarino, Leda Lacey. Watch for wheel spin as the pace truck ducks off of the racing surface. Ready to go back green here. Green flag is out. And there's some lane changes in the back. It's going to be... I'm not sure who that was. Lead away. Leda Lacey taking second away. Chris Will taking away third. Mike Catarino drops back to fourth. He's trying to hold on to that spot. Jared Darling moving up to 8th spot for getting past Jared Overstreet. Cody Smith, he's starting to work his way up here a little bit as well in that 7 car. He started in 18th, currently running 10th, trying to take 9th away from Overstreet. Overstreet with a little bit of damage. Might be affecting the handling of that car just a little bit. As we jump back up to Mike Catarino trying to hold back to 31. Catarino right now in the 4th position. Started in 6th. He's done a great job for the most part. And since Kyle Smalley is up front, you know, even though Leda Lacey is starting to run a little bit better lap times, what a better time to go to the Kyle cam as they work out of turn 4. Here comes Kyle Smalley. And there they go. That's what I should start doing every week. Name a camera after one of the drivers. Kyle actually sent that camera to me. He's like, you got to put this in the broadcast. I was like, okay. He's like, no, you got to call us the call cam. So we did. And, yeah. It was pretty cool. How about Lando Lacey taking a peek here underneath that 46 car? Lacey going to the lead. Lando Lacey taking the lead away from one of the best and leading that lap. Bringing Chris Worrell along with him, though. Chris Worrell closing on the back bumper, trying to take the air off the 35. 3-car breakaway here for the 35, the 6, the 46. Landon said he was pretty confident coming in to tonight's race just because he's had a lot of success here in the past. He's done a great job showing that right now. As soon as I say that, here comes Worrell. Out of turn 4, Landon Lacey going to drop back to 3rd because Kyle Smalley also taking advantage of that. Ball's out racing 1-2 right now. Zach Bowerman back here behind Logan Jones. Logan wasn't bad in practice. He just hasn't showed it yet. For what we're seeing. I mean, he's done good. He's in 12th. That's about where he was in practice. See him right on the back bumper of that 59 car as we start getting another green flag run here once again. Not a surprise to see this, and it's nice to see though. That place is so tough. 2 cautions so far, even though that one took out a lot of drivers. So I had a chance here tonight. Getting a run here on the 8. Watch the exit. See if he can do anything with this. Catarino trying to hold on to 6. Jared Darling. I'm not sure exactly what paint that is. Oh, it's May the 4th. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Uh-oh. Chris Worrell. A lot of damage to the back end. Not sure what happened. He was in their lead. Remember, right? Here's your pass. Him and teammate. Him and the 46 making contact. Oh, wow. 2 teammates getting together. That allows Landon Lacey to take the lead away from the 46. That does Kyle got damage. I don't see none. He tries to set his sights back on the 35 here once again. Chris Worrell probably a little upset about that one. Right now, Kyle has to focus on what's in front of him. And that is that 35 car. Whoa, what that was. That back here got extremely loose. That was a 7, Cody Smith. Heck of a save by Cody just now. Watch this. Off turn 2. Probably should have wrecked that one. Save that on his part. Chris falling all the way back here, trying to actually hold on and take 13th and not going to be able to get it. Not sure. I'm sure that damage is affecting that car a little bit. Greg McConaughey now underneath him. McConaughey been kind of quiet tonight, but I like the paint that McConaughey has. Frogman Excavating. Nice little paint. Jason Papp. Oh man, that was a black car. That's gonna bring it. Oh, this is not gonna go over well with a lot of people. Jason Papp, unfortunately, was a lap car and getting into the wall. He was out of the way, just unfortunately, multiple cars involved. Oh, the 2 also involved as well now. Cody Smith not happy, I'm sure. As I'm trying to look at his damage, he had quite a bit of damage there. As he starts rolling again. The 14 of Jared Darling is the one that went over end. He hit pretty hard. I'll take me just a second to find him. Oh, man. Monster claiming some more. Here from Dover. Lando Lacey on pit road. Kyle Smalley also on pit road. That's what we're going to watch. Marcus Adams still having a little bit of trouble getting his pit box again. I noticed that time he kind of hesitated. Landon Lacey down in the way. It's going to be a close race off pit road. And Lacey able to win it. Marcus Adams going to give up third as Mike Caterino takes that spot away. And right there, you just see Marcus Adams try to count cars. It did not work out for him. I think they was trying to start in 5th. Oh, no, he actually wanted to start 6th, which is... Oh, okay, so he actually will be starting 5th. Casey Heschel stayed out. So, a little bit of counting cars there, which we're going to see that quite a bit next week when we head to Martinsville.
I mean, I got this. Put me down to the apron. I'm a lap car.
Christmas came early. I've never been this close to the leader all day.
Man, I've never been this happy to be jumped.
You're what, like 12th?
No, I'm 17th, but if I can get my lap back, there's gonna be some more Dylan going on.
I don't know. We're already getting pretty spread out. This backpack.
Dylan 3 and 4.
Okay, yeah, you're good now. The guy behind you doesn't have much on him, so he's not super competitive, but he's not too badly bruised. He's not like Keith or me. Alrighty, yep, just keep saving a little bit here so maybe we can catch these guys later, because I can tell they are all burning that right front up like it's a bonfire in July. Just keep running like that.
Yeah. That was intense, though. I ain't gonna lie, for a second, watching both of y'all go toward the wall kind of put a smile on my face. I'm not gonna lie.
That sucked. I fucked that corner up real bad, and he fucking jumped on.
Laps remain for Kyle Smalley as he is out front of Landon Lacey and Mike Caterino, who is under attack from now Marcus Adams and Logan Jones. Make that 21 laps to go once we hit the line. And there we go. Been a crazy race, I'm not going to lie. It's been a very quick race here, which is good to see because that means we had a lot of cautions. 3 yellows. Not sure if they're done yet. We may get another one. Dover, definitely possible. As you see, Brent Allen letting James Lowe and Chris Worrell go by. Chris Worrell, unfortunately, a lap down. If a caution was to come out, Chris would be your lucky dog. He is racing Calvin Allison back in 17th. Allison does have a win. Mike Caterino, Marcus Adams. Adams taking that spot away. Logan Jones. How about this guy? He's done a great job tonight. Kept his car clean as he works out of turn 2. He's now up to currently P5. Doing a great job and gaining some points. Top 25 automatically make it on these mile tracks, so it's a big deal to be able to make it in on points for qualifying and all that. It kind of takes a lot of pressure off of you. Or at least a chance to make it in on points, that is. Zach Bowerman getting passed by James Lowe. Bowerman's been quiet today, which is something out of the ordinary. Started 23rd though, so he has done a great job here once again tonight. $15 to go for Kyle Smalley. Looking for lap times. Landon Lacey a little bit faster that time. Both running completely different lines, especially in turn 1, and then way different. Hear the tires squealing pretty good. He's using the tires up quite a bit right now. We'll see how it overplays here in just a little bit. So Logan was actually closing the gap in quite a bit there. He's kind of giving up a little bit now. Everybody's pretty much spaced out for the most part. Just looking around the field. 3/10 or more. Landon's dropped quite a ways back now. To Kyle, he was actually within 3/10 of him. He has dropped back a little bit. He may have got some of the wall. Yeah, there's a little bit of damage right there, so I think he got some of the wall. But he's done a great job tonight, and he knew tonight would be successful. And he's proven that here once again at Dover, one of his tracks to go to. Next week, things get crazy. We hit the Martinsville Speedway. Tonight was a crazy race. Martinsville, a whole nother level when it comes to short track racing. As you see Kyle underneath Calvin Allison. 9 laps at the line. Now this is going to be curious. You're curious what happens here. Would David move up out of the racing group for Kyle or not? Right now, David is on the lead lap, so not quite sure. It looks like he's going to, knowing how many laps are left and realizing we're probably going to stay green. Greg McConaughey's done a nice job tonight too. Gonna try to hold on to 6th place right now after starting 21st. He's done a great job. Now here's something curious. Is Landon Lacey trying to hold on to 2nd? Marcus Adams closing that gap in quite a bit here. Over the last 2 laps, he's closed up about, well, now 4/10. It was over a second. Landon may be trying to nurture this thing home, but he's got to keep in mind if he wants to finish 2nd or 3rd, he's going to have to get a move on because there's a battle heating up right here behind Marcus as well, with Mike Caterino closing that gap in. Caterino trying to take 3rd away from Marcus Adams. And Mike going to be able to, looks like he's going to have the bottom line to be able to do this out of turn 3. He does, or turn 2. So Mike moves in and give him that spot. Mike Caterino's 7 starts so far, no top 5s. Looking to get his first top 5 here tonight. Maybe look for a little bit more as he's closing the gap here on 2nd. Oh, we got a slow car. Caution may come out. He's slow on the bottom. Brent Allen. Not sure what happened here. Oh, he just moves out of the way, it looks like. Or had a little mishap, and, well, he falls back to 11th. Not sure what's going on with that car. Landon Lacey now under attack for Mike Caterino. This is for 2nd spot. That is points for that 8 cars. You see both of them as the white flag go to wave for Kyle Smalley this time. He's looking to bring this home for the 3rd time this season. Kyle Smalley looking to park it in victory lane. He hasn't been to victory lane since Bristol. Another concrete track, got a turn 4. It is going to be Kyle Smalley picking up the win here at Dover. 2nd place, as we got another wreck behind him. Going to be close. Landon Lacey takes 2nd. Mike Caterino 3rd. Casey Heschel had some trouble here. Not sure what happened to him. He was running pretty good. And there's a look at it. It was 19. Oh, there you go. But Kyle Smalley going to put it in victory lane. Here again tonight as he gets some celebration taps from Landon and all that good stuff. And Brody Smith as well. God's a beast. Can't lie about that. As we bring him in and talk to him right now. Kyle Smiley, it's Adam Chapman up in the booth. You got me?
I got you, buddy.
P1 been at a very tough racetrack. This is probably one of the toughest racetracks we go to all season. It is a concrete track where you actually got to win before at Bristol, which is another concrete. Talk us through your night, man. It wasn't easy by any means, but 66 laps led.
Yeah, it was a fun race. Landon and Chris really pushed me. I think Chris and I had some netcode issue. That's what put him in the wall. Really sucks that happened. I think me and him could have had a good race together. But yeah, it was fun. Good race. Led some laps.
Got to ask you about Martinsville. That's where we head to next. A place that is a short track that kind of drives like a road course because the corners. A lot of beating and banging there as well. How do you feel about Martinsville?
I really suck there. that will be Chris Worrell's track for sure. He is really good there, so just gotta give him some competition that week.
Hey, you did a good job, man. 66 laps led. Car looks great as well tonight. You want to give shout outs and all that?
Yeah, I'm gonna give a shout out to Plan B Sales, of course. The Butt Kicker, Iracing, iFlag, Midwest Motor Customs, AC Paints, Hurricane Media, and you for everything you do for broadcasting. It's a lot of fun to watch these back. So, and of course, Balls Garana and Balls Out Racing. My dad, James, and Chris. I think I'm the only one that had a decent race. So that really sucks, but we'll get him next week.
I feel like you've done these shout-outs before. Good job tonight, man.
Thanks,
Next up, we got Lando Lacey finishing in P2. Give me just a second. In just a second, we will bring Landon in. Lando Lacey, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
P2 here tonight, and you was confident coming into this race, and you showed it here again tonight. Second, not a bad night overall. Talk us through your night.
Yeah, kind of, at the end there didn't really have much for Kyle, but I kind of ran with some right front damage the whole race. The very beginning of the race, I spun the tires at the initial start and smacked the outside wall, and decided not to fix it because I really didn't want to go to the back, and I didn't feel like the race was going to be long enough for me to be able to get back to the front. So just dealt with it the whole race, and ultimately I felt like it cost me a chance for the win. I don't know. Kyle was pretty fast, so but overall a good night.
Yeah, and like I said, this is one of the places that you like. So I got to ask you, as we turn towards Martinsville, a place that completely different, but very tight corners as well. You're a fan of that place as well. You're not bad there.
Yeah, but most of the time I have 50-50 luck there. I either get wrecked or I do pretty good. So kind of like my plate tracks. So we'll see. If we can have a night like tonight, with how the racing was, now that we cut the field down some, I feel pretty confident that we could go in there and possibly, get a win there as well. But everything just has to fall into place.
Well, I've interviewed you too many times to count, so you already know what to do. Shout outs and all that.
Yeah, thank you to AC Paints. Finally got them back on the car.
Thank you, by the way.
For what? Yeah, no
Even though I didn't paint the car, you actually did, but good job on your paint.
Hey. Todd's Lawn Care and Snow Removal. Thank you, Todd, for everything that you do for me as well. Overtake Motorsports. Thank you to ESPN as always. Great broadcasts every week. Not just here, but everything they do. And pretty much everybody that's got me here to this point. Thank you very much.
Do me a favor, by the way, when you get a chance. Look
What's
at
that?
your left side quarter panel. Just let me know if you notice anything. I'll talk to you about it after. Good job tonight, man.
All right, thanks
buddy. We will move him back up, and next up it is Mike Caterino finishing in P number 3. He started up there as well, up in 6th place, as you see. Give me just a second. See if I can bring him in. Hey, Mike, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I got you.
Finishing P3 tonight, and honestly, it looked like you was on rails there towards the end. You was putting down some really good lap times. Are you satisfied with 3rd place, or did you leave a little bit out there?
Satisfied. I think if we had that, I think it was lap 68, 69, we had a caution come up, but I think if we had that stay green there, I had a chance at first, but Kyle had a great car.
Yeah, I noticed the lap times as well. I mean, you was closing in. You was actually getting ready to pass Landon there. If you had a couple more laps, you definitely would have got around him, and I noticed it as well. So this is your top five or first top five finish this season. But does that take weight off the shoulders? I mean, it's still kind of early in the season, or is it just come out here and have fun, and then if you finish good, that's awesome.
Not really. I'm still fairly new to iRacing. I've been on here for a year. I've had a top 10 car just about all season. Top 10, top 5 car. Just been involved in some bad incidents. Nice to get it there.
So I got to ask you another question. We cut down the field a little bit. In your mind, do you think it actually helped? Because, I mean, it looked like it definitely cut down on cautions for sure.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. I absolutely love it.
I'm the same way. Hey, shout outs to all that, man.
Hey, man, I want to thank Plan B Sales, Butt Kicker, iRacing, iFlag, Midwest Motors, Customs, AC Paints, Hurricane Media, you, Adam, Jason Papp, Put On League, and Nick Kessler. Special shout out to him for taking that admin role instead of racing.
Hey, for sure. Yeah, that's something we didn't really talk about. Hey, thanks for running that ESPN logo on the car, man. It looked good.
Sure, thanks, you, buddy. Adam. Have a good night.
Too, bud. There you go. It's top 3 interviews. Congratulations to all of them guys. As you get a look at your results, that will do it for us tonight. Congratulations once again to Kyle Smiley. Next week we go to Martinsville Motor Speedway, or Martinsville Speedway. It's going to be fun. I'm going to go ahead and point out one name that you guys better watch, and he's sitting right there in 24. It's Joe Burchett's home track. I know Chris Worrell may be good there as well, so that's going to be a very interesting race to watch them two guys go at it. I feel like that's who we could be watching. But that'll do it for me, guys. Hope everybody had a great time. It was fun. Y'all have a great night. Take care and God bless. We'll see y'all tomorrow night for the Ultimate Sim League.